Hello there and welcome to ZungukaTV. My name is Angelisa Tandi and welcome to another exciting episode right here on ZungukaTV. Remember to comment, like, subscribe and share to our YouTube channel. And today in studio, I'm not alone. I'm with somebody that I admire a lot and I love so much. I can't wait for everybody to actually meet her. Her name is Natasha Ngegie, but you all know her as Stella. So today we're going to be getting up close and candid with Natasha so that you can know amekuwa wapi, amepotea sana from the scene, and we want to bring her back to this space, to the entertainment space. Natasha, welcome.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Introduce yourself, although I know you don't need any introduction.
9 times out of 10 I don't, you know, but you can't walk into a room and think people know you. So my name is Natasha Ngegie, not Ngegie, Ngegie. I'm an actress, model when I want to. I'm a skincare enthusiast, content creator. Anything that involves creatives, I'm there.
Where have you been? That's question one.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
It's been years.
I've been around. I've been in the country. I think. I've just been exploring who Natasha is. When when you act for so long, you tend to lose yourself in a character. So a lot of people tend to even call me Stella, and sometimes it's like, what do I say? It's like it's like you're rehabilitating yourself, and then someone gives you a taste of alcohol, and then you're like, oh, let me go back. So sometimes you have to walk into a direction where you want to know who Natasha is as a person, and that's where I am right now. And yeah,
you've been in the acting industry for long.
Yeah,
since you were a baby. Practically, you and I are the same age, so I've grown up watching you. I was telling you about that before we started the interview. I want to know when or how did you get into acting?
When I got into acting, I was doing drama. I think I was in class 2 at the time, and I was doing drama in school, and I had gotten this it was a minor role. Her name was Amanda. So Amanda had gotten a necklace from her auntie from the US in Alabama. So I got the role and I only had one line in the entire play. So I said, oh, here's my necklace and all that. Then in the evening when I went, my mom had guests in the house. So I met Naomi Kamau. And at that time she was doing, I think, Wingula Moto or something. She had not started producing. So I showed her my lines and she was like, oh yeah. Then she started tutoring me. She was like, okay, now do it like this. Then a while later, I was told we're going to visit her. I didn't know we were going for auditions at all. So when I got there, Tyler was there, Malik was there, Ian Nena was there, Matthew, the entire cast was there except at the time Joy was not the Joy that was there. But so she told me, can you just cry and act like you're begging your mom? So I just cried. So I was wondering, why is she telling me to cry? Because like Kwanza, I'm there in the bedroom, I'm seated on her lap, and then I have the entire cast there. There was crew shooting. So I was like, why am I crying? So I was like, oh, okay, let me just cry. And then after that, she asked them, okay, so what do you guys think? Then they were like, yeah, she's good. And that's how I got it.
That's literally how Stella came?
Yeah. Stella at the time was not even a character. They were just thinking on adding someone, but it wasn't me, to be exact. So when I came, they had already shot like, I think 10 episodes. So by the time the show was airing, by the time nifike hiyo set, watu walikuwa they were familiar with the camera. Me, I had never done
it. Used to each other.
Yeah, they were like family. I'm the new girl around. Yeah.
And you did Machachari for about 10 years.
I think it's 11, 12 if I'm not
11,
wrong.
12.
Yeah.
10, 11. And it's very easy for you to get lost in your character.
Yes.
When people cannot differentiate, now this is Natasha, and now this is Stella. Because even when we are on our way here, people are like, Stella. Yeah. How do you transition? How do you find a balance between now there's Natasha, but people need to understand that Stella was a character that was there, but Stella is no longer there? I
think I'd hate to say this, but people don't. People don't care who Natasha is. When you've grown up on TV, people don't know who Natasha is. They don't care who Natasha is. That's why I think I needed a break to understand myself who also Natasha is, because I started acting when I was in school and I finished acting, but I was still in school. So even when I'm in school, people saw this character. People saw the celebrity, the TV personality, not Natasha as an individual. It was always, oh yeah, she does Machachari. So it's been very hard. Even when I introduce myself, I don't introduce myself as Stella. When people call me Stella, especially in, like, let's say intimate places like family gatherings, I'm always like, can you just refer to me as Natasha, because that's who I am right now. Stella is a character. We finished that story. She's dead to me. So she grew up and out. Her storyline ended. So this is Natasha you're speaking to. So even when people ask me about the character, I'm very hesitant on answering some questions. Yeah.
From Machachari, which other plays have you taken part into?
I did Crime and Justice. I also did my Empress, but that was during the pilot. I don't know if it aired. What other show have I done?
You've done so many, you've lost count.
I don't think I can remember. Oh yeah, I've also done Everyone Dies on YouTube. You guys check that out. Very nice. I think it's like 3 episodes. Very nice story. Yeah, those are the only 3 so far. But we are going to come back. We are coming back. We're
coming back.
Yeah.
Still on coming back.
Yeah.
When are you coming back?
With acting, it's not definite. You don't say at kipindi nakuja next week. It's not definite. I've been going to auditions. I've been auditioning for different characters. So this is what happens in the industry. When you audition, it's not a guarantee that this role is yours. No. So even when you're getting private auditions, it's not a guarantee that you're the one the director wants for this role. You can be so good, but the director has a specific person they would like to pick, or they can also be like, I feel like, yes, you're this kind of person, you're not fit for this character, but I can nurture you into this character. So until then, we're going to keep auditioning and auditioning and auditioning until we get back on TV.
And when you talk about acting, it's very easy for a character such as Stella to get lost into Stella. And when producers, directors want to fit you into another role, they're like, no, let's put her in the same character as Stella because she's more comfortable. She's already used to that. How important is it for a character to develop, to grow into other diverse characters?
For a character to develop, it's not usually about the crew. It's never about the producer. It's never about the director. It's about you as a character, you as a person. Do you want to challenge yourself because I can do ghetto characters 24/7, but what has it done for me as an artist? Has it challenged me? It's not. If I feel like I'm not being challenged, I just feel like I'm just stalling my career, because people will get used to seeing you as this poor girl who had an alcoholic mom, and then the next role you're still in the ghetto, the next role you're still in the ghetto. For me, I feel like it's going to be so monotonous for you to be on that. There's no story or development in how much of a talent you are
as a person.
Yes, as a person. So personally, I even tell I get casting agents and they're like, oh, so what, we have this, and they're like, yeah, I don't think you should do that because you've already done a ghetto character. Just don't. I get a lot of advice from people, and I like challenging myself. Like I was telling you, I like doing accents. Like right now I'm doing Texas accents. I'm doing I was telling an agent, do Russians have black people? Because in movies you never see black Russians. So I was
but
like,
I've never seen
so
one.
I was like, do Russians have like black people or something
in their country?
And he was like, oh yeah, come to think of it, I've never seen. So doing Russian accents, British accents, things like those, they make you grow as an artist. So yeah.
For many actors or actresses, that is, for example, Awinjaja Kivike, she's doing something. She was an actress, but now she has transitioned into directing, script writing. Now she's making her own production. Will we be seeing Natasha doing something of that sort anytime soon?
Funny thing is this, we actually, my manager is here, guys. So we have this idea for a certain production we want to do, but it's not going to be a TV, like a show, like, how do I say it? Like a series of a drama. No, this is more going to be reality talk show. We're still working on it.
So we're getting something.
Yeah,
we're going to be seeing you.
Yeah, we're not sure whether we want to take it to TV or YouTube, but I'm thinking either TV or YouTube, whichever will work for now. Yeah.
So we are definitely going to be seeing you.
Yes.
People should be ready for that.
Yeah, just be ready, because we're not saying it will be going. It is going to be now, but we are definitely working on something, and yeah, hopefully it's going to be great.
Will it be focused on more of your personal life, or is it going to be more of fictional?
No, it's actually not even going to be focused on me. It's going to be focused on other people, other great artists in the industry. I think
So you're fitting into the director's shoes.
Yes, I want to do director and producer, and also I get a lot of influence from American TV shows, and I love how there is such an engaging you get to see artists and talent outside of what you get from the media, be it bloggers. So that's what I want. I want people to learn to know the artists instead of what they just do or what you hear or what bloggers write about them. Yeah.
There's this perception that when people are into acting, then you have a flourishing career, then you exit the stage for a while. It's very hard for somebody, for a talent to come back. True or not true?
It is depending on the situation, because sometimes people who come back, they don't come back as actors, they come back as directors.
Many actually.
Many people do that. Some people come back as producers. As actors, it's very hard because you now, how do I say it? You've not built a rapport to say with the current people who are there. So you have to prove yourself. So it's like you're constantly proving yourself, but it's not also wrong because these are new people. They don't know you. So you proving yourself, they actually get to know you as a talent. I don't know, how is it really hard coming back? I mean, I
think it also depends with the talent that is there. Yeah,
it also depends with what kind of characters are being casted. Some of them you won't fit. Some of them, if you're like the kind of person who brings out an aura of a villain, if it's your time, they're casting villain, people utashine, you will shine. And there's times as when wakuhurumiwa hizo ndio movies wanataka, you'll outshine. It will work. It always depends on with the character also. Yeah.
In the Kenya film industry, do you feel as if we are there yet in terms of monetization, in terms of paying our artists, the talents? Do you feel like we are still lagging behind or we are making progress?
That's a very interesting question. It has to be worded accurately. And to the carefully, accurately and carefully. Usikasirishe watu huku nje. According to payment, I think it depends with who you're working with. There's people who take pride in having to pay their talent very well. They care about royalties and all that. And then there's people you're going to work with that they have a different way of how they treat their artists. They don't have to be necessarily like they're mistreating you or anything, but there's just a certain way they work. So I think it just depends with who you're working for, because there's people who are serious with how they work. They don't want you coming back and suing them, and then there's people who are they wanna
they're not giving you enough.
They're not giving you enough.
They're saying we're giving you exposure.
Utafanya nini? It depends with the person you're working with. Yeah.
So it depends with the kind of production that you're in at the moment.
Yes, because there's productions that are very, very strict to contracts, everything. You'll read a contract, you're like, okay, what are all these words? And then you get a lawyer and a sommer through and through and through and through. And there's people who are very lenient, or there are so many loopholes that don't protect you as an actor. That's why I always say, if you're an actor or talent, if they're going to give you a contract, have your contract here, because the contract they're giving you protects them, but it doesn't protect you as an artist. Always have your contract and make them sign your contract. Nikisaini yako pia una sign yangu, ndio I am also protected.
So how important is a contract for an upcoming? Because with established characters or talents, they'll be like, it's okay, we already know her or him. But with upcoming newbies in the game, they're like, they don't know. So like, let's just work with them, pay them something, and make them feel as if they've done something.
If you're upcoming, there's something called emails. If you have emails, that is paper trail. Whether they like, haiwezi kuja a delete kwa simu yako. They can't. So if you have emails, make sure everything that you are talking about, if hata ikiwa kwa phone call, mwambie Kenya tumeongea, unaweza nitumia email ndio nikumbuke. Just word it in a way that they won't think there's some legalities that might happen. No, just ask them, hey, can I get whatever we've talked about, can you just kindly send it to an email for my reference? Ndio
because an email never gets lost.
Yeah, because an email will never get lost. They won't delete. If they delete it on their phone, wewe si bado uko na proof yako, hizi ni email. So even when it comes to legal issues, you still have proof.
There's a time there was a whole discussion about people who are given certain roles in productions, and you find that a particular character or a particular artist or talent has acted in the same production for the same kind of people for long. Different character, but the same person, and people tend to feel as if there are no good actors or actresses in Kenya because we only see this certain person doing this film every time. So does it mean that we have shortage?
There's a lack of diversity in talent. I don't think there's a shortage. I just think, you know, it's like Hollywood, to say it true. When you know the producer, you're obviously going to land the role. So in a depend peer with your connects, I feel like sometimes it's good and also sometimes it's bad, because when you get to see so many regular faces, the same faces that you've umezoea kuona in different shows, inafanya hadi ikae ni kama you as a country, you don't have diversity of artists. And it's you know, like let's say Nigeria and South Africa, these people have so many talent. Unaonanga huyu ako kwa hii kipindi, lakini ukienda kwa hii kipindi unampata yeye hata ni extra. He's not a main character. They're not main characters. So I feel like playing around with artists is also nice. They don't have talent. Yeah, they don't have to be main characters. They can always be wale watu wana pop up. They're just showing up. They're not permanently there. Yeah.
You're also very big on skincare.
Yes.
And I remember when I sent you a text, I told you I want also to talk about your skincare. How did you land into that space, from acting to skincare?
Now with skincare, it happened, I wouldn't say accidentally. Let's say when puberty hit, that's when I got my first acne. And we got into an argument when I was in, I think, class 8. And one of the students called me pimple face. So, you know, there's these pimples. In Kikuyu, we call them nyegerera. So they were like small ones. So they usually come out when you have an allergy. But I didn't have an allergy because I had stayed with them like, aya naziishi. I did nauliza mom, kwani what's going on? So akanita hivyo pimple face. Hey, ever since then, I've been buying soaps, serums, anything to just clear my acne. So I think that's where the love came from, the beauty. I started watching all these international vloggers and bloggers, because at the time Kenya there were no bloggers. So you're relying on international people. And I was like, ebu let me just try. So wakisema nunua hii, unaenda nunua sabuni ya 300. Hey, inakukalisha one time, nakwambia, that soap, you don't even want to share it. 300 for soap.
Just for your face.
Hey. And at that time, there's people like Geisha, they're not even selling that expensive. So I think it's also nice, because when you do skincare, now you're starting to see all these brands are coming in Kenya. All these brands are coming in Kenya. I feel like it's so late, but it's like mnakuja as a last resort, jumusha explore huku kwingine, sasa mnakuja Africa. But it's also nice because people have acne, and there are people who it messes up with their confidence. So if you can have a platform where you recommend certain products and where you're having a conversation, mtu has skill like, oh, me talking about this, like, it's not a conversation that people want to have. I think having that platform and talking about things like this, people feel more open when you're recommending something, and people feel free and trust you when you say something
because
about a certain product.
Because you've been with the same condition before.
Yes, and you're not doing it because, oh, unalipwa. No.
So anytime soon will you be seeing a Natasha skincare line coming up?
Skincare, no. I don't think skincare is very intense. Skincare needs like a large manufacturer. It also needs a lot of people who know what they're doing. Skincare, no, but hair care and lip care, maybe.
Something is definitely coming up. Any brands that you would actually want to work with in terms of hair, skin, anything, makeup?
When it comes to hair, I say I would love to work with L'Oreal. I would love to work with Revlon. Who else? Oh, there's this dye company. Oh, Garnier. They have hair, but they've not come in Kenya. Garnier, I'm working with them on skincare, but it's not like a permanent Missy brand ambassador, but we're working with them on their new Even and Bright serum. So if you have dark marks, definitely recommend. I've tried it. I think I'm on week 3. Yeah, I love it. I'd love to work with CeraVe. CeraVe have nice products. Who else? When it comes to makeup, I think I'd work with MAC, Fenty.
I knew Fenty will be somewhere.
Kwanza especially because Fenty, you know, like, you know how you hear Maybelline have like, it's a big name. People are talking about it. Hey, Fenty ni kama walifungua duka wakaisha.
But we don't, after the launch, we don't like hear a lot of Fenty.
It's like they don't even have ambassadors who are, me, I would talk about Fenty religiously. I love their products. Who else? Estee Lauder. Estee Lauder is a very good, also skincare. Acne wise, I don't know. I have, but the products that I've tried, good. Who else? Nice and Lovely, yeah.
Nice and Lovely.
Nice and Lovely, yeah.
It's a good Kenyan brand. Yeah. It's been there for long.
Nice and Lovely. Anything that L'Oreal owns, I would work with. I love L'Oreal. Yeah.
Let's intrude into your personal life. And we want to know, after all these years, a decade plus, currently relationship-wise, do you have someone?
No.
Is there someone who wants you? Do you want someone?
No, I do not. Here's the thing. I think ever since I turned 24, like I don't think even relationships like unajua kitambo ulikuwa unasikia kai nani ana date nani wewe uko single hauna mtu. Hey, right now me I'm just enjoying my silence in peace.
Thank you. Because Valentine is coming in this
I enjoy not
pressure.
having to care about someone, not in a bad way. But I enjoy that ati si lazima nishinde ati nikikata 3 days unauliza mbona
without texting.
Not texting. Like me, I'm the kind of person like we cannot talk for like months, but it's not like kuna beef.
It's still cool.
Mimi sikufuatiliangi 24/7. Yeah, but right now me I'm enjoying loving myself.
So there's nothing.
There's no one, and I don't think there will be anyone for a while.
For a while. So a while is not definite. So
but hata nikiwa uko 30s ndio kutakuwa na mtu.
There's no pressure in life. I don't know why people like putting this pressure. There's
that you
no
have to
pressure.
be in a relationship. Or you have to, I know. Maisha inapelekwa polepole. Na hii economy unapenda mtu.
Anybody in the acting industry that you would actually want to work with? It can be Kenyan, it can be outside Kenya. Male and female.
Ooh, but I've already worked with that one. Who would I want to work with? Oh my God. I don't know what his name is. He does this. Have you watched Makutano Junction?
I've watched Makutano.
You know the tall guy who's like dark skin. He has this British accent. I can't remember his name.
Is he still acting?
I think. I don't know.
Maybe writing.
But I would love to work with him. So I wish nitakuonesha hiyo picture. But I love him so much. Who else do I want to? Oh, I would love to work with Phil. Phil, the director.
Phil is nice.
Phil has very nice shows. I've loved so far everything he's worked on. Who else? Ooh, Lulu Hassan Pia. I'd love to work with Lulu, Jiffy Pictures. That's a very nice.
Jiffy is doing so well.
Yeah, I've been seeing they're doing is it Sultana right now?
No, right now it's baking.
Yeah, baking.
I love that they're promoting the Swahili culture, the Kenyan culture. They're not trying to copy whatever is happening.
And the good thing is that they've done it, and then there was Maisha Magic who very pushed it, but haikuwa atikwa mainstream media kama kina Citizen. You had to pay for access to those, and with them doing it on Citizen, that's very nice. Yeah.
So that's Kenya.
Yeah.
We've not talked about outside
internationally.
Kenya.
Ooh, internationally, South Africa, I would love to work with Natasha Ngegie. I'd also love to work with who else?
Masai Martin is also trying to direct and do all that.
I'd love to work with Masai.
Tyler?
I'd love to work with Tyler the musician.
Tyler Perry.
Oh yeah, Tyler Perry. Oh, make me wanna. Tyler Perry, I'd love to work with. I'd love to work with Oprah. I'd love to work with what's her name? Taraji.
Taraji is also nice.
I love Taraji.
Viola is also nice.
Oh my God, even Viola.
Viola is nice.
These are very women that I love.
You even light up when you talk about them.
Talk about them. These are women that every time I watch their movies, their shows, their series, I'm learning something from them. I love watching their master classes. When they're talking about their art, I love listening because I'm like, who knows?
Who knows?
We might sit on the same table one day. You never
Somebody
know.
like Taraji has done really well for herself. She has really fought to be in the space that she's in right now.
Exactly.
And she had this discussion about black women not being given the chance to showcase whatever they are doing. It's a whole topic that I feel like in this kind of generation right now, we should not be having the same repeated conversation.
Like it's like now sasa tukiongea pia watoto wetu wataongea kuhusu the same thing. It's about time.
Let's give black women the space to
I think
shine.
it's not even about black women. women, I think it's about just appreciating that the black community has something to offer. Because tukisema black women peke yake, wanaume watasema na sisi sasa, na sisi
black
sasa.
men.
No, I think we are being there's oppression, or not necessarily oppression, but we are overlooking, not overlooking, nitakwambia sasa aje, ni kama hatutaki kuona that people have something to offer and a certain race has something to offer when they do. Because music wise, let's be honest, the entire black community ndo inafanya watu wa dance. Saizi Burna Boy is making us dance 24/7.
Tyler, she won a Grammy recently. First nomination, first Grammy.
I saw.
It was very nice.
Ameshinda Burna Boy. We tutakuwa bitter hapo for a while, but
and I love that during the Grammys, like a lot of black people won. Victoria Monet did something. Caesar.
I remember kwanza I saw Nani's speech. What is his name? Jay-Z. I was like, muse una complain na bibi yako akona 20 something Grammys.
32.
He was saying that she's never been given award of them. I'm like, well, you're complaining. There are people who are here. They have actual talent.
They have been nominated every time.
Every time. Like now Travis Scott was saying 10 times and they still overlooking.
Nothing. Like Hailey Bailey, 6 times nomination.
Chloe Bailey, nothing. Unashanga hadi wewe unaongea na uko na 20 something umejaza shelf.
Do you feel like it's rigged? The Grammys are rigged?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Every award show is politics. Hiyo ndio kitu watu watakangi kujua. Some award shows are politics. You'd look, unaangalia category, unaona ile talent yenye imepewa hiyo award na the other people that are in that category. Unashindwa surely sasa hii ni kitu ya kupea mtu award na kuna mwingine hapa hivi ametupatia outstanding. Like now let's be real, people like Leonardo DiCaprio ndio wana receive saa hizi ma awards.
Oh yeah, but his first Oscar.
You even wonder kwani hizo miaka zote what were people looking at, because it doesn't make any sense.
For those who don't know Leonardo, he acted in Titanic. That's the guy.
Me, I love him. Oh my God, I just love watching his shows. Anything Leonardo, I'm there.
You're there. The CS for Sports and Culture, Babu Namwamba, attended the Grammys after party. Do you feel like in Kenya we will one day have our own Grammy moment to award talents?
Grammy. Labda Nyashinsky.
Not even in terms of music wise, but also for actors, for actresses. Will we ever have that moment whereby we're saying this is for this star?
I don't know, because as Kenyan, you know, the problem is this.
Nyashinsky is a good one. Just want to put that on record. Nyashinsky is a good one.
Nyashinsky is the one person anaweza weka crown. Niseme huyu anaweza tufikisha Grammy.
Kama tuna representiwa, take Nyashinsky.
Msichukue mwingine, chukue Nyashinsky.
Huyo, msipopeleka huyo, it's done.
But Oscars, I feel like there are a lot of there. Kuna watu ni vile tu hakuna. I feel like they are actors, there's just not challenges enough to challenge an actor in the industry. Tuseme tu, because usahau you're looking at the US, these people are very diverse. We're looking at Africa, in Kenya we have so many people. We have Nigerians, we have American
but
people.
But I feel like Nollywood has really done well for itself.
Yes,
Nollywood has
appreciated
really
its culture. Well. Its culture. Sisi tumezoea kufanya so many dramas, tumefanya so many ghetto shows. It feels like it's like there are other stories we can tell besides the ghetto shows. Twende mashinani bana.
Because I feel like when they are producing in Nollywood, they're doing it more of the international market. We are trying to put both. It's not just for the Nigerian market, the African market, but for everybody. And
one thing about Nigeria and South Africa, they have actual storylines. They have very good storylines. In Kenya, we also have some excellent shows that ni vile tu spotlight haija shiniwa as much, but they're very intense and nice shows in Kenya that are very interesting. Yeah.
As we wrap up, your words to your fans. Those who are waiting to see you back on screen. I'll keep on pushing for this. I'll talk to your manager, Carlos. I'll tell Carlos about this. When are we seeing her back on screen? We want her back.
When are we going to come back? We shall it will be a surprise. I will not even
give us a hint.
If we come back, I won't give you hints because that's but when it comes, best believe, you will see it everywhere. Kwa social media yangu, kwa TikTok, kila mahali mutaiona.
We will announce it.
It will be I really
like
do
the
hope
birth of
this
Jesus
year we
everywhere.
I really hope this year I come back.
Please
something.
do.
I know something is gonna something is kitu inakuja. Inakuja.
In terms of lifestyle also, and
Yeah.
in terms of skincare and all that, and also in terms of you as an act.
Yes. Oh.
Now you can give your social media handles so people can find you.
Natasha Ngegie on all platforms. Sijui kama niko Twitter. I think I'm on Twitter, but I'm not active. I don't know how Twitter operates. Mi nimeshindwa na hiyo kitu.
You just wake up.
Me, I think
comment.
Twitter, if you're not negative, hakuna mahali unaenda.
I think like after they rebranded to X, it's more of
Positivity.
no, there's no positivity there. I can tell you for sure.
Twitter, hakuna.
You need a strong heart for you to survive there. I think most celebrities avoid being in that space because they feel as if it's too toxic.
Most people actually, when they're launching something, that's the only time you'll see them on X. That's the only time.
That's the only time.
Yeah. So me,
but
social media, Natasha Ngegie yote. Yeah.
That is on Instagram. That's on her TikTok.
Threads,
on Facebook, Threads. You're active on Threads.
Yeah.
I find it difficult to be active on Threads.
Active on Threads, not really. But maybe Snapchat, yeah. I think, I'm very active on Snapchat. Yeah.
So at least we can find you on those platforms.
Yes.
I find it hard to be active on Threads. Like, I know it's there, but...
I think Threads was just a high...
trying to do something
Threads, I think Threads is like Tumblr. Tumblr was a blogging site. Threads is like Tumblr. If you're not a blogger and you're... Threads, I think, is just Tumblr.
So nothing basically happens there, but she's there. If you...
Threads is like Tumblr, unless you're blogging or telling... Threads is a very good place to tell stories, things like those. Yeah.
But we look forward to seeing you this year.
Yes.
On our screens.
Yes.
I know Carlos is listening to this. So Carlos, if she doesn't come back this year, it's you.
It is your fault.
It's your fault. It's your fault. It's you we'll be looking for.
Yes.
Because it's time that we actually get to see her. We've seen her on Crime and Justice. We've seen her on Machachari for long.
Yes.
But now we want to see other diverse roles that Natasha can play
offer.
so that we cannot stop referring to her as Natasha. Oh, from Machachari, no. She can play so many roles, so many diverse roles. If you haven't
watched Crime and Justice Season 2, go watch. You'll see me.
Yeah, you'll see how she has grown and developed into very, very diverse characters. So it's not just the Stella that you want to conform her into. She has done so much for herself. Thank you for watching this episode. My name is Ngegie Stella. I hope to see all of you in the next one. Remember to comment, like, subscribe, and share to our YouTube channel. You can find us on social media at ZungukaTV.ke. My social media handles is at Ngegie_Stella. Goodbye.
Yeah, tell us.